Hi there, students. To keep up appearances. Keeping up appearances. Okay, this is acting as though everything is fine, that there's no problem, particularly in times of trouble. People very often spend money they don't have in order to keep up appearances, to make things look right, or to try to make things look right even when they're not. So we must try and keep up appearances, even if it means making sacrifices in other areas. The couple were going to get a divorce, but they tried to keep up appearances for the sake of the children. So in this case, they're pretending that a situation is as it should be, that there's nothing wrong, and they are just trying to keep up appearances. He had lost all his money, but he's still determined to keep up appearances, to give people the idea that he is still a wealthy, upper middle class person. Okay, so this is to maintain outward signs of normality, to maintain appearances of wealth or comfort or even propriety. So her husband invited his girlfriend to the party, and the wife just pretended that nothing had happened. She kept up appearances, to maintain appearances, to save appearances, to save face. The company was clearly going bankrupt, but they did everything they could to keep up appearances, that everything was okay, that there was absolutely nothing wrong. So this is to keeping up appearances is to pretend to be happier or less poor than you really are, because you don't want people to know how bad your situation is. Okay, so effectively they are pretending. Now, there was quite a funny series on BBC TV, I think in the 90s, called Keeping Up Appearances. It was about Hyacinth Bucket, although she claimed her name was Bouquet, who was determined to prove that she was socially superior. And her attempts to show how socially superior she is are always ruined by her lower class family, who she's always trying to hide. So she's trying to keep up appearances and show that she's upper middle class, but it's not the real situation. Okay, so keeping up appearances. You try to behave and dress in a way that people expect of you, even if you can't afford it. So yes, her parents' obsession with keeping up appearances was the bane of her childhood. Okay, it's to maintain a public impression of well-being, of normality, to make an outward show that everything is rich, that everything is perfect, that there is nothing improper. This is almost the idea of the British stiff upper lip, that no matter how much a situation hurts, it doesn't hurt at all. Everything's absolutely fine. And this is the idea. So they tried keeping up appearances despite the fact that they had lost all their money. Okay, so I tried keeping up appearances, but I just couldn't afford to do it. And pretending nothing is wrong is not a good way of dealing with things. They tried to keep up appearances, but soon it became very clear that they were not going to be able to do this. So although the couple were getting a divorce, they thought it was important to keep up appearances. Yeah, they were performing, trying to keep up appearances and make it seem that the situation was okay. Um, I think Prince Harry has been accused of not keeping up appearances in the royal family. Um, all of the royals are supposed to keep up appearances and pretend that everything is absolutely perfect. But I think his book Spare broke this idea of keeping up appearances, and he told the reality of the situation. So keeping up appearances, trying to pretend that things are normal because you don't want people to know that the situation has changed. Okay, so yeah, the child continued to be rude and angry at school just to keep up appearances. Yeah, you maintain a show at surface level, a public show, and I think this is the idea. So to keep up appearances, formality, 4.5 informality, use anywhere except something very formal. I think maybe even something very formal. So to keep up appearances.